Hello, Virgo. I had to switch up the camera angle because although the theory of being backlit sounds really nice, it just wasn't working for me. All right, I just gave myself a little reading. Now I'm gonna give you yours, Virgo. Just move some things out of the way. If you need to get any tea, coffee, water, I've got some warm water here. Used to be a really big thing that I loved to do on like a daily basis, and I've kind of over the years fallen a little bit out of my warm water practice. Like it's steaming. Like I could make tea with this, but I'm not. It's really good for all kinds of reasons. You can Google it, but Virgo, the 6th sign of the zodiac and ruler of the 6th house, which is all about like day-to-day habits and routines, daily organization, day-to-day kind of tasks, right? Like things that you need to do during the day. We typically will have like a check-off list, very Virgo. So you can think of those themes as themes that Virgo really rules. And in the shadow quality can be a little OCD or like meticulous, or just like organized to a fault, you know? Yeah. And some Virgos, honestly, depending on what else is happening in their chart, can actually be horrible with organization. But organization is kind of a big theme with Virgo. So whether you're really good at it or you're not good at it, it is something that Virgo can really accentuate and adapt. Like you can become more organized. Any of us can become more organized. And for any of us watching that maybe have Virgo in a different placement than our sun sign, or depending on wherever Virgo is in your chart, you can also look at what lands in your 6th house in your chart, because it is Virgo's house. And so depending on what signs and then what planets or bodies maybe are placed in that 6th house in your chart will also show you your tendencies towards whether you are a routine type person or not, how organized you are, and kind of what your like day-to-day flow or emphasis is, just kind of in general. All right, Virgo, that was a lot of info. Thank you. I know that you like information. Mercury is your ruler. Same as Gemini, actually. Mercury rules both signs, and both signs have very different ways of processing all of the information that Mercury gives. Mercury is also Hermes. So you can think of Mercury as the communication god and the transportation god, the little wings on the heels. So Gemini really likes to take in the information and the facts and like think about it. It's an air sign, communicate about it. Virgo is an earth sign, and it's a mutable earth sign. So it's very like, can actually really be very go with the flow and really creative in designing a flow. But at times, you know, maybe the indecision of the back and forthness can keep you from producing tangible results. So are you the type of Virgo that is really good at laying down foundations and then like creating a plan and an organized plan of execution for a day-to-day basis to carry it out? That is like huge Virgo themes. So if you're not too good at that, then depending again on what your chart looks like, that we could look into it and see why. That was a lot of tangents. Virgo, you have a lot of thoughts happening right now. We are going into Thanksgiving week here in the United States. It's the weekend before Thanksgiving, so there's a lot of You know, typically a lot of us would be making our travel plans right now and our itineraries, and some of us are still traveling, hopefully really safely. And some of us, a lot of us this year, all of our plans have kind of changed. So I'm just speaking that out loud for some of you that I might be tuning into right now, because I'm just getting like the fact that I wanted to give you guys so much information, or at least it felt like a lot of information very quickly coming out that also felt a bit jumbled. So I'm sensing that could be going on for some of you guys. So let's check this out. Let's see what's happening for Virgos. The earth element, the go with the flow earth element. But the earth element that really like has a lot of power in creating moderation that in the future leads to like growth and thriving and more. I've been doing a lot of personal work around my 6th house the past few years, and creating routine and organization for myself that works, because my Piscean moon does not like the idea of routine, loves the go with the flow. But is that really always productive for the long run and to accomplish like your goals and dreams? It doesn't always lead to success in the future when we always just go. What is happening for you, Virgo? For those of you new to the channel, hi, I'm Vanessa. Thank you for tuning in. Virgo. My mom's a Virgo, so I have a lot of personal experience with this earth element, and my aunt is also a Virgo. I've got a lot of mother energy in Virgo. Wow, miracles for you also? This was the Leo card that came out. So for some of you, you will have if your sun sign Virgo, you will maybe or perhaps have your Mercury and or Venus in Leo. Mercury and Venus are always no more than 2 signs away from wherever your sun sign is, just because of how their orbits are. So if you know that your sun sign is Virgo, but you don't know about your other placements, and you're curious about Mercury, your communication planet, or Venus, your love planet, then you can already kind of do a little fun process of elimination and completely like know that it's not going to be, your Venus and Mercury is only going to be either the same sign that your sun sign landed in, or it's going to be 1 to 2 signs away previous, or 1 to 2 signs up, like ahead. So for some of you some of you Virgos here, watch the Leo reading that I just put up. There could be more clarity involved in that. Am I picking another one? I don't want to pick another one. Traveling lightly. Simplify your life. Makes sense. My mind is going really fast. My mouth is going really fast with you guys. I'm going to shuffle this one more time. You know what? Clear this deck from any previous readings or information. Thank you. What is it that the Virgos need to know right now? The Virgos that are tuning in and watching this at any time, really. If you just happen upon this right now, and it's sometime in a future date, trust that maybe the message in it is something that you do need right now. All right, so what's happening to my lovely Virgos? What's happening for my lovely Virgos right now? Thank you, angels and guides. Cut the deck. If you hear that snoring, it's a dog that I'm taking care of. All right, Virgos. Yeah, let's see. You are changing up what you thought about things. There's been a shift in a commitment, maybe an ending to a commitment or a contract. Definitely a change in something that you believed in for a really long time. or there's like a new openness towards commitment. Like you have already come to the conclusion that something isn't in alignment anymore. And whether this is a contract or a commitment with a person, with a business, with a place like a home or a building, like a rental agreement. But also this could literally be just like a belief that you carried for a very long time. This has ended. There's change happening. There's change happening in the way that you want to commit towards the future, and what your beliefs are in the future. So what's happening in this present moment? Feeling maybe a little left out in the cold. So if you're also kind of on a journey and traveling lightly, it can feel lonely, and it can feel daunting and scary. And maybe you were supposed to do this with someone, and now you're kind of like both put out in the cold together, but like separately on your own. There's another parting of ways here. I want to take a nap, or I wanted to take a nap earlier, so I think I might need to take a nap later. And like that's kind of the feeling too. It's like there's so much information, there's so much planning to take into account. Does that make sense? There's so much planning to take into account. You feel a little uncomfortable. You're not going to be in your comfort zone here. You're expecting miracles. You're hoping. You're like wishing. You're wishing for a change, and you're ready to do what it takes to let go, to simplify, to leave behind like this old commitment that you thought was going to be prosperous, but it's just like stuck. And moving forward, you might, in the next like few days, you might be feeling a little stuck with how to keep on going, because this is really different for you, Virgo. You're kind of like leaving the house. For some of you, if you are traveling, just, be as safe as possible. Amp up all of your immune boosting everything. The Italian herbs and rosemary is an Italian herb. Rosemary, oregano, thyme, basil, sage, marjoram. There are more. All of these herbs, these Italian herbs, are very, very good for boosting our immune system. Also, if you have the essential oils of any of those, diffusing them or putting them on the bottom of your feet, as long as they're really good quality, can be really, really helpful as well with boosting the immune system right now. Garlic, onion, amp it up in your food. It's very helpful. So kind of doing whatever you can right now to stay healthy. So whether you're contemplating going on this journey this week, or you are literally kind of like maybe not going on the typical journey that you would each year, and this is like now a new year where things have it's all broken down, like it's fallen apart. You're not doing the traditional Thanksgiving that you were planning. Some people aren't coming. Maybe you're not going to your family's house like you had, like you always do. And yeah, there's a little bit of sadness in that right now, but it's saying that there's a blessing here in disguise. The universe is helping to move things forward for you in ways that you don't understand fully. that you're also leaving behind an old identity. You're leaving behind a place where you identified yourself with and your life with. There truly is an ending to some sort of chapter that's kind of pushing you, and part of you, Virgo, doesn't like this. It's pushing you kind of out of your routine, out of your safety zone, out of your home. You may be feeling kind of stuck moving into this, but this is for your growth. This is for you to see that you're stepping into a new version of yourself. Gosh, I keep feeling lots of like solitude time coming up, but that being a good thing. Yeah. You're being redirected right now. And you have the control here to voice wishes to the universe, to voice your desires, right? Like typically with a genie you get 3 wishes. So I mean, hey, 3 is better than 1, 3 is better than none. So make them. There's like a subconscious belief, there's a subconscious desire that is redirecting you away from something you thought you wanted towards what you actually really want deep down in your heart. And it looks like you've also been doing some subconscious work and delving into yourself to reprogram your subconscious mind to help you change your course here. You're course correcting right now. So if you're aware that you're course correcting, take advantage of that and voice what you want to the universe, and know that the universe has your side and has your back. And you might feel a little stuck in this or unsure how to do this. And what that's doing is it's helping you to recreate how you look at yourself in a new light, how you know yourself in a new light, what your deepest, truest desires and wishes are. Because this is a wish fulfillment card, right? You're like getting here that you're asking for wishes. You're like making your wishes and your requests to the universe. And your outcome card is the wish fulfillment card. So your wish is coming true. Do you know what it is that you're wishing for? And if you do, yeah, you're on track. Don't be fooled by the discomfort of the vulnerability that you're now going to be feeling. And if you're not really sure what you're wishing for, trust that this change that you're going through, this kind of, maybe for some of you could feel like a being kicked out or kind of torn away from something that was very solid in your life and your understanding for a long time. It took a long time to collect and to create this life for some of you. And so if you're not quite sure what you're actually wishing for, if you're kind of sure but you're denying yourself of your true wish, the universe is coming in right now. God is coming in right now. Divine timing is coming in right now to help you course correct. And it's going to kind of push you on this pathway that you're really not so sure of, but it's so that you can redefine who you are and who you want to be, define your wishes and what you want, and to have the courage to go for it. Wow, you're creating a new life for yourself. One last umbrella card. Yep, trust in your angels and guides to guide you. You are figuring it out. You're being an alchemist. You're kind of taking like your daily life and you're seeing how some things, God, I just channeled Mary Jo. She does this to her hair all the time. I've never even done that to my hair, but ooh, look how poofy it looks. Sorry. You're being an alchemist right now. You're looking at your habits. You're looking at your thought processes. You're looking at your physical exercise, your daily routine, what you put in your body. And you're actually starting to really see that you haven't gotten to the dream that you that was always kind of there but out of reach, that you've been chasing. And now you get to really like go up and reach for it. And in order to get to reach for it, well, you got to know what you want. You got to voice it. And you have to trust and move in this new pathway where you're simplifying your life. Letting go of things is really good advice for you right now, to keep moving forward and to trust in the universe and your guides and your ancestors and God and any of those unseen forces that you feel and believe are there for your benefit and like your well-being. You're learning how to be like, oh, you know, I liked that about my life, but it didn't get this result. And if I add a little bit of that in, I could. And I was doing this and spending time with this person, and that was kind of holding me back and making me feel stuck. And if I keep on spending time with this person who's also kind of a low vibration that I'm trying to separate from, that I'm going to continue to feel stuck. And so I'm going to release that person from my life and create space for the divine timing to move me towards not only my wish fulfillment, but other relationships, people, places, maybe a new home. I mean, I'm not seeing that super strongly. I'm just seeing that you're definitely going through a almost forced change right now. And it's all in your benefit. So you're growing a lot, and it's leading you to your wish fulfillment. So just keep that in mind and keep going for it. I really hope that resonated. It's pretty actually badass reading for you, Virgo. Make your lists. Check off your boxes. Get organized. Take some time for yourself. Do some healing. Sending you so much love. I really hope this resonated. If so, feel free to like, subscribe, share, comment. Let me know how this hit home for you. And check out the other readings based off of your placement in your chart. If you would like a personal reading, I would love to read for you. And have a happy Saturday. I'll see you guys in the next video.